This is SA Community Pride.
Thank you, veterans, for serving our country.
Quisiera que supieras, vida mía.
San Antonio is military city in USA, and we have here on the studio the very best. Something very important coming up. Our Veterans Parade is coming up. We have our guests are from the U.S. Military Veterans Parade Association. I am so proud. Being a veteran advocate, I mean, once it's like all of you. You see somebody out there with a cap and has Vietnam veterans. What is it you do? Robert, thank you for serving our country.
Thank you very much.
This is what you do, San Antonio. You thank them for serving our country. I have here, gosh, aren't they handsome? Handsome group. Wow. Okay. And a handsome young man is president. The president of the U.S. Military Veterans Parade is Mr. Hector Lopez. Hector, welcome to SA Community Pride.
Thank you, ma'am.
What I want you to do is, I want you to introduce your board and then let them introduce themselves, who they are, okay?
For sure. I'm gonna start with Les. He's our newest member. Les, you want to tell us about you?
Hello. Thank you for having us first off.
Oh, you're welcome.
My name is Les Rodriguez. I am a 13-year Marine Corps veteran, and I am stepping in as a fundraising coordinator for USMVPA.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
for
you.
Glad to have you. Michelle?
A part of the general membership. I'll also be marching in the Veterans Day Parade with my band, the 177th.
And everybody knows her.
Everybody knows her. Yeah. One of the most important positions that I can't do without is our secretary. So Gloria, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm Gloria Ibarra. I've been secretary for the U.S. Military Veterans Parade Association since 2013, I think. I've enjoyed every minute of it. It keeps us busy, my husband and I, and we really enjoy giving back to the community and honoring our veterans.
And her.
I've known Gloria for many years. You know, to be part of any position where the membership elects you, you have to be involved in the community, right? And Gloria's very much involved with the decades of memories with Breckenridge High School, right?
Yes.
My alma mater.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Gloria. Thank
Tell
you
her
so
Bracken-
much for everything
Thank
you
you.
do for our
Thank you very
community
much.
and
Thank you.
Breckenridge High School.
Thank you.
And her right-hand man is Robert.
My name is Robert Ibarra. I'm the membership director for the USMVPA. I've been on this organization as long as Gloria. And I enjoy the parade, really. We need veterans out there, as many as we can, to show our strength. Thank you. Thank you, Delia.
Well, thank you, Robert. You always, both of you are always checking on me ever since Roy passed away at the dance with Henry Pena, the breakfast. You always check on me to make sure I'm okay, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
And last but not least is Jose. He's our behind-the-scenes guy. Without him doing all the nuts and bolts kind of things, we'd be lost. So thank you for being part of the team, sir.
My name is Jose Rodriguez. I'm the dispensing director.
Jose doesn't talk much, but behind the scenes, you're right. All this you see back here on the props, him and Mr. Joey Castellano are always here. Everybody compliments them on their work, and we appreciate both of you. You're like my own kids, and Roy thought very, very highly of you. You're like my kids, both of you. And I know Roy is smiling right now. And I wonder who this is.
Is this Uncle Sam?
Uh-oh. Good looking, right?
Very good
Do you
looking.
think you're good looking?
I think so.
Well, I'm single. So cute, so cute. Okay, Hector, tell us a little bit about you.
Before I do that, I wanted to make sure everybody knows this, that the first president, the founding president, and president for, I want to say 16 years was Miss Dalia Guajardo. I'm not sure if everybody knows that, but congratulations to you. Thank you for getting us off to a very good start.
You know, I appreciate that. This is the first time that anyone from the parade, I know when I had open heart surgery in 2016, I wasn't able to, I had the choice. My husband asked me, step down and stay with the show, and I could still promote the veterans, which I did. I stepped down in 2016, and my heart was very fragile. I mean, so fragile, 2 weeks in rehab. I remember like it was yesterday, and I think Gloria was
We
the
were
one
there.
that took over, making sure that no one could go see me. But remember the group from that went and prayed for me, the musicians, they prayed for me. And I appreciate you, Hector. You're such a gentleman. Such a gentleman. The city knows me as with the Veterans Parade. And when people, I always carry my buddies with me there in heaven with me. And I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate what you said. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I want to take this time to invite everybody to this year's Veterans Day Parade. Our Veterans Day Parade is going to be on Saturday, November 11th. Our day kicks off at 8 o'clock with a junior ROTC competition. That competition, the winner goes scholarship awards that could be used for graduating seniors. After that, at 11 o'clock a.m. from Milan Park, our parade kicks off. We travel east on Houston, down beautiful Houston Street, down to the iconic Alamo. So please, what better way to honor and celebrate our veterans than by coming out, bring your lawn chairs, let's line up the streets of Houston, and Houston Street that is, and honor our veterans. We live in Military City, USA. What better way to honor our veterans than on Veterans Day, at the Veterans Day Parade. So we'll see you out there. Please, if you want more information about our parade, please go to Facebook, and we're at USMVPA. Thank you.
wow. He knows all the. I was very impressed how when you sent me the information on our veterans, just recently we had Andrew E. Reyna, World War II, Korean War, U.S. Army, who passed away. He was the 2022 Grand Marshal, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Oh,
last year.
Mr. Reyna, we
Yeah.
missed
Bless his
him.
heart.
And
Just
also,
last
I just found out recently, Arthur Galindo,
Yes.
U.S. Army reservist, Korean War veteran, 2018 honorary Grand Marshal.
Yes.
We miss our veterans that are in heaven. All our former POWs. I can name them one by one. Our 82nd Airborne, our Medal of Honor, Louis Richard Rocco. They're going to be coming out as during the program, and we still have to talk about them. So
To remember them.
because that's the way they're not going to be forgotten.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Right.
That's right.
What you all guys do, from the bottom of my heart, San Antonio thanks both sides. What you all do for the city with this parade, it's really sad that there's so much construction going on downtown. We used to have the Alamo and all this, but the construction must go on, right? Okay, now remember November 11th, right, a Saturday,
Yes.
right on Veterans Day, right?
Yeah,
On
right on
Veterans
Veterans
Day. Make sure
Day.
you put in an
Right on
application.
Veterans Day.
Guys, you're out there. Jot down Renee. Make sure you're in the parade. We're gonna make sure that all my guests that have been here, they go into the website to get an application. Again, our veterans, men and women, we thank you for serving our country, and we thank the U.S. Military Veterans Parade, the board and their members, for joining us here on studio taping with SA Community Pride. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ron Rangel. I'm the judge of the 379th Criminal District Court in Bexar County, Texas. Now, this is a PSA. I'm basically letting you know that I'm running for re-election for my 5th term. Judges in San Antonio are elected to 4-year terms, and so I've been a judge for 15 years. As a result of that, I've been able to do a lot in the community and a lot at the courthouse. I'm appreciating your vote. You can always find information about me on my Facebook page. It's Judge Ron Rangel. I'm also the host of a podcast. From what I understand, it's the newest, greatest, most popular podcast in San Antonio. It's called Beyond the Gavel with Judge Ron Rangel. We have 22 episodes that are out, and we talk about the criminal justice system. Now, part of my role as a judge also gives me the opportunity to reach out and teach in the community. So I'm a professor at UTSA San Antonio. I've been a professor for about 12 or 13 years now. One of my favorite things to do outside of being a judge. Please contact our office if there's any questions that you have. Know that the courthouse belongs to you, so you're always available to get out and go downtown to the courthouse, observe any case that you want, ask any questions that you want. The Constitution provides for an open courtroom process. all the judges down there have been working very, very hard, and we really want to extend that invitation to the community. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day.
Hola, San Antonio. Beautiful San Antonio, right? Everything, puro party. Party. Every day you're at the studio. It's just around the corner, Dia de los Muertos. And I am honored and I am so thankful that the owner of the Bedoy's Bakery had time to be with us on studio. Her name is Patty Bedoy. I love your flour tortillas, homemade, and I
Thank
stop
you.
and I get my 2 packages, boom, and then I choose my pan dulce, and away we go with my cup of coffee. Take it away, Patty.
Okay, well, first, thank you for inviting us. It's an honor to be here, especially on this episode. We thank you for inviting us. We would like to talk about Pan de Muerto, which is coming November 1st, November 2nd, is when we celebrate Dia de los Muertos. How the Dia de los Muertos started being celebrated by Bedoy's Bakery is we've been in business 62 years. So about 60-something years ago, a reverend here in San Antonio asked Manuel Bedoy to bake the first Pan de Muerto. Since Manuel Bedoy was from Jalisco, he started a new tradition. The most traditional Pan de Muerto is this one, which is symbolize the head and the bones. But this is the most, this is what Bedoy's Bakery makes, and it's our specialty. And this is Celia Bedoy, almost, no, it's not Celia Bedoy, it's Celia Castro, and she's our baker, and she's been our baker for 35 years working in Bedoy's Bakery.
That's great.
So she creates this Pan de Muerto. It's an art. It takes a special skill to do that. So.
We make around 2,000 a year.
2,000. All sizes. We also have at Bedoy's Bakery, we have everything that you need for your altar. We have sugar cookies. These cookies are delicious. You need to taste them. And we have the traditional sugar skulls also.
Well, it smells delicious, so do we have any volunteers to try to taste this bread? We'll pass them out. All right, here we go.
Okay, we start here.
We start here.
Take a piece.
I'll take this one.
And now this way.
So Patty, tell us a little bit, while they're getting that together, tell us a little bit about what you do when you give back to the community.
Okay, we participate in a lot of events, especially with my good friend Priscilla, with the Moonstruck Foundation. We do a lot of festivals. Sometimes we have to, like yesterday, we had, I was a Statue of Liberty, but we do a lot of those events. We also, of course, donate a lot to the community, not only at time, but also at Pan Dulce. We participate, like we had some celebrations, like this past weekend, we had our thank you to our community, and we had a Barbie box, and all the kids in the neighborhood, they take pictures. But we really enjoy participating and being part of San Antonio celebrations, especially Dia de los Muertos.
So you've got some very interesting decorations, characters here. Tell us a little bit about them.
They've been with me for a long time. So this is Panchito and this is Diego. And we have these decorations in our bakery. So probably starting next week, you will be able to go and take pictures with our characters as well.
And their names?
Panchito.
Panchito.
This is Panchito and this is Diego.
Panchito, glad to meet you.
He's watching his eyes on you. Look at that. He looks pretty scary.
This is who?
This is Diego.
Diego, very handsome. Very handsome. Wow,
So,
right.
Celia, what do you enjoy most about the bakery?
Everything.
Yeah?
Yes, baking, making these, you know.
Tasting.
And tasting.
No. Just pan de muerto, yes, that's my favorite.
So we're going to talk real quick. I know I've only got a short amount of time. I do not want to bore you with the actual civil process that we do at our office. I would rather focus on the special events that we have at our office. On October the 21st, I have a very important information coming out at the Stetson Bar on Bandera and 1604. But then at my office from 6 to 10, I am having a haunted Halloween drive-through that I would love to have all of you attend. I'm going to have over 30 vendors. We'll have a free drive-through, and we're going to have a food truck out there. But let's move it forward a little bit. I want to bring in someone, surprise y'all with something here. This is my Deputy Santa. We will be having a toy drive, and we're doing something different this year. We're going to be focusing on our seniors. We're going to be having a silver Santa. So what we're going to be focusing on is going to the nursing homes and finding those seniors that no one comes and visits them. So Deputy Santa and I will be taking them little gifts and stuff, and then also God willing, we're going to be delivering toys to the immigrants that are on San Pedro, because that's in Precinct 2. So, Deputy Santa, you want to say, well, he's not jolly, but you want to say a few words? He's a very strict, the very strict diet. You want to say hi?
Hope to see you guys out there at these events. It's special just for the kids also as well, and for our seniors in this community. So please, I hope to see you all out there.
Thank you again, Delia. I appreciate your time and the opportunity to be up here.
San Antonio, we're so helpful in giving to our community, community-oriented. Our elected officials have a passion. They have a reason for running for office. It's not something that they just thought of. They care about you, and you out there. With us, we're so honored to have our DA, Criminal DA, District Attorney, Joe D. Gonzalez. Sir, welcome to our program SA Community Pride. I'd like to shake your hand. Thank you for taking time to be away from all your busy schedule like this young man here. Okay, we're going to ask a few questions. Not too many. You want to take it away?
Joe, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much for what you do in our community. Got a couple of questions for you. Let's say somebody is the victim of a crime and they don't know where to proceed. What advice would you give them on how to report that, and when does the DA's office get involved?
Thank you for that question, Judge. First of all, thank you, Judge Rangel and Ms. Guajardo, for everything that you all do for our community. That is a question that I'm often asked. The District Attorney's Office is not a law enforcement agency. We rely on law enforcement to file cases with us for us to review. So whenever someone is a victim of a crime, the first thing that they need to do is contact law enforcement. Have the police come or the sheriff's office. Obviously, if you live within the city of San Antonio, you want to reach out to SAPD. If you live outside the city but within Bexar County, then you're reaching out to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. If they make a decision to arrest someone and bring that individual to the magistrate's office, then we have prosecutors there. We man the magistrate's office 24/7. We'll make a decision to accept that case, and then the process begins from there.
So you are now your second term, is that right?
That's correct.
Right, and those are 4-year terms.
Yes.
So what kind of changes has your administration done to the DA's office and bringing it forward today for folks that are out there that are asking?
Well, I like to think that, my goal was to improve the way the office is run. Hopefully at the end of my time in the DA's office, whenever that will be, that we would have left the office better than we found it. We've had a number of changes, but some of the changes that I'm most proud of is, for example, our family violence division. We have increased the number of prosecutors that are handling those kinds of cases, and as a matter of fact, we doubled the number of prosecutors. We've also increased the number of support staff, investigators, advocates, and the like. We also have improved the time within which we review those cases and make prosecutorial decisions. I used to take, before I walked into this office, weeks and sometimes months. We are striving to make decisions as soon as we can. And lastly, another way we've increased that division is by contacting victims of domestic violence as soon as possible. Before I was elected DA, sometimes victims of domestic violence weren't contacted until right before trial. We strive to reach out to them within 24 hours if we can. So that's an example of some of the improvements we've made. There are others, but it would take a longer program to go over every accomplishments that we've made in our office.
You have a very large office, is that right?
We do, and it's something that people don't understand. We are the largest public law firm in San Antonio. We are the third largest DA's office in the state. We have over 500 employees when we're fully staffed. Now that may sound like a lot of employees, but we handle 50,000 cases a year. That includes misdemeanors and felonies, arrest cases, and what are called at-large cases, where law enforcement investigates a case, brings it to us, and then we make decisions to prosecute. So it's a tall order. It's a huge task.
Well, as a public official with all the employees that you have, what's one thing that you would want the community of Bexar County to know about your office and the employees that work for you?
I think that if I had to pick one thing that I'd like the public to know is that we are all a group of very dedicated public servants. We love what we do. We get up in the morning to do our job, not because we're going to be making a lot of money at the end of a 2-week pay period, but because we are committed to ensuring the public safety of our community. And I'm very proud, and that's what causes me to wake up every morning knowing that I'm going to lead an office this large of people that love what they do, and I will continue to do this as long as the voters want me there.
What is the primary mission that the DA's office has as it relates to how you see your role in the community and basically keeping our folks safe?
I believe that our number one goal is public safety, but we take an oath as prosecutors to seek justice. In fact, the oath that we take is to do justice and not to prosecute, or not to convict, I should say. In making prosecutorial decisions, we are looking at cases to do the right thing in reviewing cases and decide punishment. One of the things that people sometimes don't understand about our office is that we handle everything from a Class C misdemeanor that is filed in the JP courts all the way up to capital murder. If you commit a serious offense, if you commit murder or some other violent crime, we're going to hold you accountable. Whether or not you come from a wealthy family, whether you have means to bond out, for example. But there's plenty of opportunity to give people second chances when we're talking about nonviolent, low-level offenses. And I'm especially proud of our diversionary programs in our office.
Well, the DA's office is a large office. It's obviously involved in a very big criminal justice process. Are there any key principles or guides that your office follows as it relates to how you see cases and process them?
When I came into the office, what I instructed our prosecutors and all our staff, as a matter of fact, over 500 employees, is do the right thing. We have policies in place, but for the most part, I give our prosecutors the discretion to use their best judgment when making prosecutorial decisions, when deciding which cases to prosecute or not, and what kind of plea bargain offers to make. And so I like to think that our prosecutors are using their best judgment when they make those calls. So yes, I'm very proud of the work that our office does, and we'll continue to do that, as I say, as long as the public wants us to continue.
What does your office do in terms of making sure that everybody, regardless of who you are, where you come from, without any sort of discrimination, ensure that everybody gets fair and equal treatment within the system?
Well, I'm sure you've heard the adage, because I certainly have used it time and time again, and that is that nobody is above the law. We will prosecute someone who has committed a crime and hold them accountable, regardless of their title in our community, regardless of their station in life, regardless of how much money you have in the bank. Again, if you commit a violent crime, we're going to hold you accountable. But when we're talking about certain low-level, nonviolent offenses, people often times make mistakes. There's opportunities to give people a second chance, and we have done that with our diversionary programs. Sometimes people commit, theft, for example, because they're hungry and they want to eat. Sometimes people commit crimes of drugs because they have a drug addiction. Sometimes there's a mental health component. So long as you're not, you haven't committed a crime involving serious violence, we're going to give you an opportunity to redeem yourself. So long as you make the effort to correct your behavior. So yes, we are particularly proud of those programs that we have run in our office.
Well, okay, I'm next. Mine are more community-oriented questions, very simple. And I know I see Ramon Chapa Jr., who also works out there with that beautiful building. It's a beautiful building to work at. You can always find parking, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. My question, I love the way our elected officials find time for family, your family. I see a lot of photos on Facebook, with family, birthdays or the wife, and I applaud you for that. The other is, I want to make sure that both of you put it on your calendar, November 11th. Right, Hector Lopez, our president for USMVPA, is our Veterans Parade, and you guys need to be there. That goes to all of you, San Antonio. November 11th is the Veterans Parade coming up. Okay, now, professionally, on all our elected officials, they give a lot with a passion. And what I would like for you to give a message to our viewers, and that not only is for adults, that also goes for the little ones, our seniors, and even the military. What message do you give as an elected official? DA, take it away.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Guajardo, and I agree with you. Parking is a challenge downtown. But, and I certainly will put November 11th on my calendar. But if I had one message, I've been doing this for 35 years. I started as a young prosecutor and spent some time as a defense lawyer, and now I'm the elected DA here in Bexar County and run this enormous office. But the one message that I would like to convey to the public is that, again, we are where we are in the office because we believe in justice. We believe in doing the right thing. We believe in public safety. And we make decisions every day at the courthouse, but it's important for people to understand that we're not doing this by ourselves. We are just one part of the criminal justice system. We have a lot of partners. Reviewing and making prosecutor decisions on cases starts with law enforcement making their decision to file a case with us. Then we get involved in filing those cases and proceeding, if it's a felony, presenting a case to a grand jury. If it's a misdemeanor, we file what's called an information. Then we have to go to court, and the judges play a very vital role. We couldn't do our job without the tremendous work that the county court judges do and the district court judges do. So I applaud everyone in the criminal justice system for doing their part. But it takes all of us working together. We need to ensure collaboration. We need to ensure communication out in the public. And so I would ask when people hear that there are issues out in the public to give us an opportunity to correct whatever problems are out there, because we all want the same thing, which is to ensure public safety in San Antonio.
Thank you so much. I am honored to have you here. I am very thankful also for Judge Ron Rangel to join me in asking the professional questions, and I learned a lot today. San Antonio, we are proud to say District Attorney Jody Gonzalez in the house studio.
Hi everyone, Jacqueline Smith here. I'm a registered nurse. I just became a registered nurse. I was an LVN for 16 years, and in May 11th of 2023, I became a registered nurse. How about that, right? So I am the CEO and founder of the Jacqueline Smith Foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that assists active duty military veterans, homeless veterans, and underserved communities here in the beautiful city of San Antonio. For Thanksgiving, we have a a Thanksgiving food drive that is coming up. We will feed 400 families, provide 400 families with meals for Thanksgiving, and for Christmas, we will provide 500 kiddos with toys. In February, February 3rd next year, we will also have our annual Dancing with the Vets event. It is an amazing event. We get to come out and we get to honor veterans. Most veterans don't know what resources are available to them here in the city of San Antonio, and they don't know how to tap into those resources. If you're interested in learning more information about the Jacqueline Smith Foundation, our telephone number is 210-646-8408. Our email address is outreach@thejsmithfoundation.org, and our website is the Jacqueline Smith Foundation. So to all of our military, all of our veterans, thank you so much for your service, and thank you so much for everything that you do here in the city of San Antonio. And a special thank you to Ms. Delia Guajardo for inviting me on the wonderful show. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm grateful and honored to be able to call her my friend.
Please join us as we honor our veterans with a moment of silence who are now residing in the kingdom of heaven. Present harps. Present harps.
Oh, wow, San Antonio. This is my type of music. I have with me a gentleman everybody knows. He is so famous. Rene. Does that ring a bell? Yeah, I wish I had my bell. I could have done that.
La campanita.
My bell, right? Okay, we're going to have Ramon Hernandez, who's also so well known. You always see him with his camera taking pictures. What do you have to say about this young man?
Well, Rene's been around for a long time. He started in the 1950s with his father's orchestra.
Oh, yes.
You know, with Mike Cornelis. He recorded when he was a teenager while he was still in high school. Then he had the Casablanca Quintet, the quarter notes. They recorded on Dot Records with Pat Boone. And then they went on their own in 1963, him and Rene Herrera, and they recorded a song called Angelito. That went on to sell 1 million copies. And they went on Dick Clark's American Best. And 2 years later, they recorded Lo Mucho Que Te Quiero. And it's all in the book that we just did on Rene. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, awesome.
Great.
Thank you. We need to
The whole
show
history is there, pero ahorita lo tenemos en persona.
We're going to have a good time during this singing. Be sure you start taking pictures out there and also record it because he is so famous and I know what famous is. Are you guys?
I'll tell you what, let me say something. This song that I'm going to do is one of my first songs that I ever wrote, and it's just for you. Angelito, happy birthday, Delia Guajardo, the host and producer of the show. This is just for you, Angelito from Rene.
Me encontré un angelito que bajó del cielo azul. Yo pedí un angelito, corazón, llegaste tú. Angelito, déjame decir que antes que te vi no conocí el amor y por ti aprendí. Eres para mí la dicha que soñé, mi bendición. Llegaste en mi soledad como un amanecer, iluminando así mi corazón, todo mi ser. I'm in love with an angel, one who said, I love you so. Heaven sent me an angel, and my angel is you. Let me tell you, I was sad and blue, with nothing else to do, looking at the rain on my window pane. When she smiled at me, then everyone could see the rain was gone. I've never been so much in love, my heart can tell you so. I've never felt this way, but now I know, honest I do. I'm in love with an angel, and I know she's really real. Got a date with an angel for the rest of my life. Angelito, déjame decir que antes que te vi no conocí el amor y por ti aprendí. Eres para mí la dicha que soñé. Sha la 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 la.
Angelito, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That was one of the first songs I ever recorded and I wrote. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, my name is René Víctor Ornelas Montemayor, Garza de la Garza García Cantú, Valle Madrigal Flores. That's my name. That's my name, but I'll tell you what, in the world of music, better known as René. Ah, yeah. I was born in Laredo, Texas, August 26, throw it away. No. August the 26th, 1936. Can you imagine? Me estoy haciendo viejo. Dicen, me estoy haciendo viejo. No, ya estás viejo. You're already there. Ah, yeah. I was born in Laredo. Anybody heard of Laredo? Yeah. Es un pueblo allá, about 150 miles from here. I was born and I went to Martin High School. Everybody ever heard of Martin High School? We were the team that always lost the football games. We went and we always lost 54 to 3, 29 to 0. We got the 0. But I love Laredo. Anyway, but after the football game, you know what we would do? We would throw rocks at the bus and try to break a window from the traveling teams, because that's the only positive thing we had. Ay, ay, ay. You know, my father was a great piano player. Ramon said that my father had an orchestra, Mike Ornelas y su orquesta. He was the first Mexicano to travel with his band all over the United States. And that was in the 30s, and in the 40s, and in the 50s. So my father was a great piano player. He had an orchestra. And as a teenager, I played the trumpet and I sang with the Mike Ornelas band. So I got my first start in Laredo. And when I was 21 years old, guess what happened? Uncle Sam told me, we want you, son. Yo dije, I'm only 21 years old. So I came to San Antonio from Laredo and I signed up and I joined the U.S. Army. Yes. Yes. Oh boy. And I went to Colorado Springs. Anybody heard of Colorado Springs? Fort Carson. I took my basic training there. And then I became a medical corpsman. So I was giving shots every day. I would give about 1,000 shots a day to all the soldiers. So I was good. And I had very good aim. No fallaba. Yeah, I was in the Army. And then from Colorado Springs, they sent me to Germany. They sent me to Fort, let me see, what was it? No, it was the 128th Evacuation Hospital in Ludwigsburg, Germany. Ludwigsburg. And I was there for a while, and I was giving shots, and I was carrying bedpans and doing all the things that you have to do at a hospital. And then all of a sudden, I heard that there was a military talent show going on. So I entered. I went and took my trumpet, my guitars, and I sang. And guess what? I won first place. I won. Wow, it was great. Yeah, and then they sent me to do a show. I joined a show called Rolling Along 1960. It was a military world touring show. So I said, hey, I'm not going to have to give them the bore shots. They said, nope, you're going to be singing and playing the guitar. So I went all over the world, and we went to all the Army bases all over the world, entertaining the troops, entertaining the soldiers. And the show lasted for over 1 year. And I was going everywhere. They sent me to France, Italy, Germany, England, Spain, Japan, Korea, Okinawa, Hawaii, Panama, Puerto Rico, Canada, Alaska, and all of the United States. Yep, that's where I was. Este Mexicanito was doing. Ooh, it was all power. I'll tell you what. And when the tour was over, I went home to Laredo. Más triste. I went home to Laredo, and I was given an honorable discharge. Yes. I had completed 3 years in the U.S. Army. So I'm very proud of that. Soy veterano. I'm a veteran. So back home in Laredo, Texas, I started singing. I formed a duet, with a friend of mine Rene Herrera. My name was Rene, and his name was also Rene. So guess what we called the group? Rene and Rene. Yeah. And we started playing the guitar and going on tour and singing and doing everything like that. We recorded 2 songs that I had written, Angelito, which you already heard, and Lo Mucho Que Te Quiero. And I said, well, when I heard the recordings, I said, they're okay. Ahí se va. They're not that great. Not even my grandmother's going to buy it, you know. But I was wrong, because they sold about 1 million copies. I sold 1 million copies of Angelito and Lo Mucho Que Te Quiero. And I tell you what, very soon I got a phone call. A telephone call. Guess who it was? The people from American Bandstand. You remember American Bandstand? They wanted me to sing because my song was very popular in California and all over. They wanted me to appear on American Bandstand with Dick Clark. Wow. And at that time, it was the #1 TV show in the United States. And we were soon traveling and doing shows. I went on tours with superstars such as Diana Ross and the Supremes. I went on tour with the Beach Boys, Fats Domino, Jan and Dean, Three Dog Night, Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass, Jose Feliciano, Trina Lopez. You know, we went from Laredo at the bottom all the way to the top. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. But there's always a but in every situation. But the other Rene wanted to go back to college. I want to go to school. I want to go to school. I said, well, there's the door, Papa. No, he wanted to get back to college and get his degree in business administration. So after a while, guess what? He quit. The other Rene he quit being a Rene. So I said, hey, what am I going to do? I'm by myself. So I don't know. I was never going to quit. I was going to sing until I dropped. He quit being a part of Rene and Rene, and all of a sudden, I said, what am I going to do? So I started singing and recording by myself, and it was pretty good. I started selling records, going on tour, and doing the same thing, but it was not called Rene and Rene now. It was called just Rene. And that's been my name ever since, Rene. You know, I was going to show some... these are some of my, the most popular CDs that I had that sold millions of copies. This one is called, guess what? Lo Mucho Que Te Quiero. And this one is called Angelito. And I'm still doing them, but I've got a brand new CD, number 40. Wow. I've done 40 CDs. This is my brand new one. It's called Mango. And I wrote all 10 songs. It's got Mango, Baby Doll, Yo Quiero Que Vivas Conmigo, ¿Quién Te Dijo Que Te Quiero, El Babalú, Puras Mentiras, Please Come Home, Yo Soy Tu Gavilán, Comprometida, and Qué Lindos Ojos Tienes. And the writer is René Ornelas. I wrote all 10 songs. So this is a brand new CD, and I've got one more note before we go home. I've got a book. It's called Rene and Rene. You should have seen the things that happened to us on the road. Wow. And in the back, it's got 40 of the CD covers. I've recorded over 40 CDs. Ay. You know, yes. But before I sing that song, I just want to say something real quick. I've got something here that people always ask me, when was the beginning of René? Y le digo, pues, cuando nací, when I was born. How did René start? Well, my father had an orchestra. He was a great piano player. And he would go on tour all over the United States. But on the weekends, sometimes he would be in Laredo. And he would go and play the piano at a place called Chulo's Place. It was a restaurant bar. And he would play the piano. And one night, it was Saturday night, he said, René, you want to go with me? I was about 6 years old. I said, sí, yo quiero. Yo voy. So I went. And after about 9 o'clock, my father said, you want to sing a song? I said, yeah. Yeah, but see, when I looked at the people, there were hundreds and hundreds of people dancing. Everybody was drinking beer, and I was scared, really scared. But as soon as they gave me the microphone, I started singing. I let them have it. I sang a song called Pistol Packin' Mama, which was the #1 song of 19, throw it away. And I noticed that when I finished, they were applauding, and then some of the people were giving me money. Ooh, I was 6 years old, but I knew what that was. So right there, they gave me a lot of money, and I went home with a pocket full of quarters and dollars and Mexican money, all kinds of money. And right there, I was only 7 years old, or 6 or 7. I knew, I had made up my mind. I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, and this is it, René. Ay.
You know, San Antonio has the Riverwalk, the Alamo, Market Square, Mi Tierra, all the beautiful menu for Mexican mole. And we have so many beautiful VIPs here in San Antonio. With me and proud is my good friend, Ramon Chapa Jr., who works at Bexar County, La Prensa. He is everywhere. He's just everywhere, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I know you were with me at a Flambeau Vanguard parade on a Jeep. We were all waving, both of us, right? I have that picture that's going to be showing on the screen. I know Mr. Burns is going to make sure that it shows a picture of us downtown Broadway.
I was honorary civilian commander for Randolph Air Force Base when we took that picture.
Exactly, Ramon. You are just like a brother to me.
Yes, I love you, your family.
Take it away. What do you want to tell our viewers?
Well, I want to tell the community that it's just an honor to be on her show. The first time I was on your show was like 20 years ago. And she does so much for veterans, for the community, all positive. A lot of times you pick up the media, sometimes it's a lot of negative, rape, robbery, murder. Delia Guajaro's all positive about the community. I just want to give you a small gesture from everything you do, especially for all the military veterans and military that are serving. Because, if it wouldn't be for them, we wouldn't be the country that we are. So God bless you and thank you. And it's an honor to be on your show. There you go.
And I'm proud of you, how you're working with La Prensa.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are out there in all the events, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You make sure you cover everything?
Yes, I'm a community liaison, so I'm now the face of the paper. So anytime I'm out there at events, people say, hey, well, La Prensa's here because I'm there. So, and like I said, we do just positive events, about military, about children, about elderly, free health fairs, free backpacks, anything positive, because a lot of times the media puts a lot of negative stuff. Yes. But there's a lot of good things going on in the community and a lot of good people doing the good things. So that's who La Prensa Texas tries to promote.
And I also want to thank Yvette Teo.
Yvette Teo's awesome.
She's doing excellent work. Yvette, I am very proud of you.
She does a day-to-day job, so she's awesome.
What branch are you in, sir?
I was in the United States Army. I served in the 2nd Battalion, 68th Army in Baumholder, Germany. When the M1 Abrams tanks first came out, I was a tank commander under President Ronald Reagan. So in Germany, it was an amazing experience. It's an honor to have served my country. My dad was in the Army. He did Korean War and he was in Germany. He played on the U.S. Army baseball team. My brother was Army. My son was Army, and I was Army.
Wow. I mean, I'm blessed and proud to have you with me here, Ramon.
Yes, ma'am.
And I thank you for my beautiful flowers.
Yes, ma'am.
It was my birthday, September
Yeah.
28th, and I believe this is one of my first gifts. I ever get.
Awesome, there you go. We got Mr. Roy looking down at heaven. You know, heaven is cheering you on, so God bless you.
Thank you for mentioning Roy.
Yes, yes,
Thank
ma'am. I love you.
Love you too.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, S.A. San Antonio. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Ron Rangel. I'm the judge of the 379th Criminal District Court in Bexar County, Texas. Today, it's my pleasure to speak to Michelle Poseybutt. Hello, Michelle.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful.
I notice you're holding a bugle. Do you want to explain why you're holding that bugle?
I've been a trumpet player for like 35 years, kind of off and on, and I've had the opportunity to sound taps at quite a few funerals, and it started with my dad, because that's when I heard about the electronic bugle, and I know every veteran deserves live taps, so
Well,
that's been my mission.
What was it like to play taps or sound taps for your father's funeral?
I feel like God took me to a different place during the funeral, because I don't remember playing at all. I don't remember it.
Yes, it had to be one of the most important soundings that you've done.
Yeah, it really has.
Are there any last words that you would have for anybody that would be listening to this?
Thank you, veterans, for everything you do for our country every day. Those are serving here and abroad. We love you all, and we're all here for you. And for the veterans that gave the ultimate sacrifice, we honor you as well, and may you all rest in peace.
Well, you provide a beautiful tribute. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Hey, what guests are with me? I've been wanting to meet these guys for the longest time. I've seen them on Facebook, and I think you are just awesome. And I thank Priscilla for bringing her in. Priscilla's doing excellent. I mean, she knows everybody. Right, Priscilla?
I think so.
I have with me Mrs. Cynthia Happy Buttles, and they called you Happy.
Yes, I go by
And
my middle
I can see
name.
why.
Yes.
You already make me happy. I can't be sad when I'm around you.
Oh, thank you.
We're all smiles out there.
Thank you.
Who do we have here?
We have we have the SA Royals. This is Coco Chanel and El Rey. They just recently got married. August the 26th was National Dog Day.
Who married them?
Judge Rosie Speedlin Gonzalez. Judge Ron Rangel, he walked him down the aisle, and Constable Cat Brown walked her down
I know Judge Rangel was here earlier, and I was hoping we could, plug him in and have him with us. I saw him on Facebook, and the pictures were awesome.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, it was the first dog wedding legally in the state of Texas.
It was a fundraiser.
It was a fundraiser. The funds that they raise, they do fundraisers throughout the year. We work very close to the community. We raise money for breast cancer, and that's why we have pink on her. I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor. And then also I do other events with the dogs to do breast cancer awareness as well. We work with the Salvation Army. They'll have their first cattle this year. Last year we helped raise $6,000.
Wow.
And they're also both going to be therapy dogs as well. So yes.
Yeah, so what are the other events that you have been participating in? Because they are
my
everywhere,
goodness.
making people happy everywhere they go. They're
Yes.
just amazing.
We did 5 events for a national night out. We do, oh my goodness, it's kind of hard because people call us or they start messaging me through their Facebook or their Instagram or my Facebook or my Instagram. But we just did a breast cancer motorcycle ride to Harley Davidson, and they were helping bring awareness. That's why they're pink. And it is a vegan color that I put in them, so it's not going to harm them at all.
I love how, Priscilla, they come out on Facebook. There's 2 handsome poodles, and say the judge or Bexar County
Constable
Lucy
Cat Brown,
Clark
Lucy, yes.
They're standing. That's what I want. I want a picture.
Yes, we will definitely do that. When it comes to a photo shoot, I definitely want you to be involved in it. We will be also involved with an event, which will be on Saturday, October the 28th, and it'll be at Comanche Park, and that will be a fundraiser. We're going to be recognizing 3 military veterans who
Wow.
has had cancer. We will also be recognizing 3 non-military. It will be at Comanche Park from from 2 to 6. So we want everybody to come out, the city to come out to be a part of it. Cat Brown, Constable Cat Brown, she'll be doing it.
Well, now I have 2 new friends.
Yes,
Three.
that's right.
We have 3 new friends.
You're the ones that count. I'm just the one that drives them.
And you're getting certification, get them certified for the courthouse too.
Correct, yes. We will be working with traumatized people in the courthouse. So we'll be dealing with traumatized people. We're going to be going to the VA. We'll be going to a lot of different places. They're very well known in the community. We do the Fiesta events. He's done a parade. So we're really everywhere in the community. And we just want to be able to give back. The money that we raise, it goes back into the community.
You have to be in the Veterans Parade November 11th.
Absolutely, we'll be there. We'll be wearing our red, white, and blue.
So October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
Correct.
And you really are something else.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys having us.
Okay, now, Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel.
Glad to meet you, Coco. How are you? And El Rey, too?
El Rey, the second.
Oh, my goodness. And they've been here for the longest time. I've never seen 2 poodles so well behaved, obedient. And you're the one that's
I train
responsible.
them. Yes, I do. I train them as well.
Okay. San Antonio, we are honored to have our guests, Coco Chanel and El Rey.
The second Buttles.
Plus, happy. Happy. We are happy. SA Community Pride is happy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you. Lo mucho que te quiero. Y'all can sing if you want to. La campana. Here we go. Lo mucho que te quiero.
Quisiera que supieras, vida mía,
Somebody's out of tune.
lo mucho que te quiero y que te adoro. Tú vives en mi pensamiento y ahora me arrepiento si yo te hice llorar. Yo nunca te hablo a ti con la mentira. Yo siempre te hablo a ti con la verdad. Quisiera que olvides el pasado, que vuelvas a mi lado, que tengas compasión. Believe me when I say how much I love you. Believe me when I say how much I care. Forgive me, give me peace of mind. All I need is time to prove my love for you. Quisiera que supieras, vida mía, lo mucho que te quiero y que te adoro. Tú vives en mi pensamiento y ahora me arrepiento si yo te hice llorar. Believe me when I say how much I love you. Believe me when I say how much I care. Forgive me, give me peace of mind. All I need is time to prove my love for you. Tú vives en mi pensamiento y ahora me arrepiento si yo te hice llorar.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
San Antonio, Renee in the house.
Quisiera que supieras, vida mía, lo mucho que te quiero y que te adoro. Tú vives en mi pensamiento y ahora me arrepiento si yo te hice llorar. Yo nunca te abatí con la mentira, yo siempre te abatí con la verdad. Quisiera que olvides el pasado, que vuelvas a mi lado, que tengas compasión. Believe me when I say how much I love you.